Hello everybody, welcome to episode 36 of the BraidAndTinker podcast. This is a video cast all about knitting. Welcome! It is, let me check my notes. It is Thursday, November 14th. It is getting substantially chilly here in the Netherlands. I've actually sort of moved in to my Starflake shawl and I haven't really taken it off. I should be paying it rent is how much I've been wearing this shawl all over, at work, at my house, everywhere I go. I'm wearing this thing at the moment. I really like this yarn. This was West Wool Bicycle in the Canal House and Lichen colorways. This yarn is 90% Falkland Merino, 10% Tessel, which is a Dutch breed of sheep. And it is very warm without being stifling, I would say. It's like a nice warm yarn. It's very comfortable to wear. Really happy with it. I thought it would pill, but it hasn't really, I have to say. It's holding up very well. I have been wearing this a lot, so I'm really, recommend. I really like the pattern. This was the mystery knit along of Stephen West this year. So it was good to knit it in that yarn. But I think I would have liked any shawl in this yarn, really, because it's just really nice and warm and perfect for this season. So yay. I have about 3 finished objects this week, one of which is no longer in my house because it was a gift and I have gifted it already. It was a pair of rainbow socks that I knit out of one ball of Patons Kroy. I think it's Sunburst. And I just knit a giant sock tube with that. And then I cut it in half. Added heels and toes, and that was a finished sock. I knit the heels and toes out of this grey yarn from Patons Kroy. It's like a mild grey. It's really nice. It just gives socks that kind of authentic-y sock vibe, if you will. So I'm planning to knit another pair just like it out of this colorway, which is Purple Haze, also Patons Kroy. I have a ton of Patons Kroy at the moment because I bought some last year in Canada, and then this year Derek went to Canada and I asked him to bring some more, and then he did, and now I have a lot of sock yarn which is fantastic, so yay. So I gave that pair away, the rainbow socks, to Shannon, a colleague of mine, because she quit smoking, so I think that's a really good thing. And it was her birthday on Tuesday and the socks were done on Wednesday, so I just immediately gave them to her. So she has actually immediately, as soon as I gave them to her at work, she put them on. And she was just walking around with them all day, showing them off to everybody. So she is a wonderful person, super knit-worthy. So I'm really happy that she can enjoy these socks now. Okay, so my next finished object are some socks that I knit out of West Yorkshire Spinners yarn. They're in this Bertie and Poppet bag, which I love. And I have ordered another one of her bags on Etsy because Jill has a ton of amazing Christmas fabric and I really like Christmas. And so I thought because I have been thinking, like, should I just buy myself a yarn advent calendar, because they just seem like so much fun, and like opening a little present every day and having a mini skein of yarn is just super enjoyable. And then I keep thinking, I don't have a project for 24 mini skeins. It doesn't make sense for me. So I've been able to say no to Christmas yarn I've been able to say no to yarn advent calendars, but I haven't been able to say no to a good Christmas project bag. So that bag is somewhere, I think, on the ocean, somewhere between England and the Netherlands right now. So I hope that will be coming soon. Anyway, awesome bag. These are, I just call them these, like my fall or autumn socks. It's West Yorkshire Spinners, and I think this is mallard from their bird collection. I'm not super sure, but yeah. I was actually, oh, there's hair on this, so sorry. I was actually ready because these were finished this weekend, and on Monday morning I was like, yeah, I'm going to wear my new socks. Oh no, I haven't shown them on the podcast yet. So I had to stash them away. But I'm super, super happy with these socks. I really like the colours, and yeah, they were fun to knit until I was almost finished, and then I got distracted by other projects, as happens to most people, I think. But yeah, I really like West Yorkshire Spinners yarn for socks. They have, I think they use Blue Face Leicester instead of Merino, which makes them slightly more durable. Yeah. Great, another pair of socks for my sock collection. Super happy with that. And then another project that I finished is also in here. This is the Tied Knots hat, which is a pattern by Justina Lorkowska, and it's a free pattern on Ravelry, and it's really, 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 really nice. I have some yarn fluff up my nose now, sorry. This is a present for my mum. I haven't put a pom on it yet because I can't really decide which colour pom I want to put on. But yeah, this hat is really, really nice. I'm just going to stretch it out a bit with my big head. So this is how it looks. I think it looks fabulous, and this yarn is really, really, really nice. This is Rowan Alpaca Soft DK. Let me just... So unfortunately I couldn't finish this project with just one ball, so I had to order another. So now I have most of the second ball left. But yeah, this is Rowan Alpaca Soft DK, and this is the trench coat colorway, and I think it is shade 202. But if you look online, you can just find it under trench coat. It's really nice. It's like a mauvey grey. And yeah, I just find it like a great classic hat colour. I really like this pattern, but I'm super over knitting cables now. So I want to immediately cast on a new hat because I'm all in for quick knits before Christmas. They are super satisfying. So hats and cowls all the way at the moment. And I have some really great TK that I want to use for a hat for myself. This is Super Soft DK by Ching Fiber, and the colorway is called Euphoria, and I just really, really like this color. But so I'm ready to cast something on, I think, with this, but I just don't want to knit another cabled hat because I like repetitive patterns where I don't have to look at the pattern all the time. I just want to sit on the couch, watch telly, or if Derek's playing a video game, just like watch what he is doing. And yeah, I don't want to like constantly grab my phone, look at the pattern, count stitches, that kind of thing. So I really like how this looks. It's very pretty, but I'll probably not cast on a cabled hat anytime soon. So yeah, I just want to knit a hat that has like a pattern. Just like a, I don't know, like maybe the blueberry waffle. I think there's like a violet blueberry waffle or something version of that hat. That is really, really nice. I do like the shape of this hat. It fits really well on me, at least. And yeah, the yarn seems like reasonably stretchy. With these like soft alpaca yarns, I'm always really worried that the yarn will lose its shape. I haven't blocked this yet, and I probably won't, because I think it looks nice. Now I'm just really, really worried that it'll become big and slouchy, like overly slouchy, that it loses its shape. So I'm just going to leave it like this for a bit. You do knit the ribbing on a quite smaller needle than the rest of the pattern, so it should hold its shape there a little bit better. But yeah, anyway, great free pattern on Ravelry. I'll put a link in the description box to that. Then we have some whips. I'm still working on my Odeline socks, but obviously since I was knitting all the socks and finishing a hat, haven't put much work into it. Actually, have I knit on this since last week? I don't think so, but still looks really good, and should be finished soon. This is a thing I say. Next thing I've been working on, I worked on this for quite a bit last night, is my Marley Shawl, which is a pattern by Andrea Mowry. I am using Pickles yarn that I bought in Oslo for this. I have an orange side, which is their, I think it's their pure wool, and then the green is, I don't remember the name of this. It's like a really soft yarn with colourful speckles of nubbies in that. It smells really, really good. So yeah, this is becoming quite big, and I think I'm going to start doing the garter border on that pretty soon. Have about this much of the orange left. I have 2 more balls for this, so I'm not running out at all, but I wanted to finish this and then start the garter border. I think that's a good idea. There is a certain amount of length that the pattern tells you to do, but yeah, I just keep, because it's a repetitive pattern, I'm just going to keep knitting until I feel personally that it's big enough for me, because I like really big shawls, as is obvious quite by my Stephen West shawl. So those are my finished objects and my whips for this week. And I thought, because there's a thing that I really, really like to do, which is go on Ravelry and look for patterns that are not really popular, but that are really nice, and just don't have many projects on Ravelry yet. So I also really like bundling my favorite patterns into bundles, which is something you can do on Ravelry. So what I've done is make sort of a hidden gems bundle and put things in there that I really like. And yeah, so this is kind of like a new feature that I want to introduce into the podcast, called Hidden Gems of Ravelry. And yeah, I just thought I'll just go, because I have it open here, I'll just go through the project with you. There's 12 in them, and I won't spend a lot of time on each and every one, but the bundle is publicly available, so I'll put a link to it in the description box down below, and so that will make it easier to find all the patterns in the bundle. And yeah, let's just go dive in and see how what patterns I came across this week. This is my desk, by the way. I'm a software developer and sometimes I work from home, and I really like having my laptop and a bigger screen and a mechanical keyboard to work with. And so this is a mechanical keyboard, and it is made by a company called Philco. Let's start with the first pattern. This is the Adelia Hat, and the pattern is by Jose Paquin, and it is a very nice hat with a very interesting stitch, and it has about 12 projects right now on Ravelry. The price is almost $6, about $5.50 in euros. And let's see. Ooh, look, this is a really nice one in some speckled yarn with a pink pom. So this is kind of like the pattern that I've been looking for. Just something simple that you can read once and then just repeat until you're almost finished with your hat. So I definitely think I'm going to make one of these. The original pattern was made with Madeleine Tosh DK. I am super into DK patterns at the moment because you can just hold the yarn double, and then if you have a lot of fingering weight like I do, or you can use a DK yarn. So I find DK patterns are pretty versatile. The next pattern is the Rousseau, which is kind of like headwear, ear warmers, that kind of thing. Let's just open up this image. I think it looks really, really nice. I definitely would like to make something like this to wear to the office. I think it would be a very wearable thing. And I think this is also something that is a quick knit, and I think it would be quite good for gift knitting. I see now that this designer has some sort of deal or discount going on at the moment. There are only 9 projects so far. Ooh, I really like this purple one. Let's see if we can find out what yarn this is. Oh, it's Lion Brand Jeans in the colorway Vintage. Really, really like this. Okay, next up is another hat. So I've sort of ordered this into headwear first. This is also a DK hat. This is the Are hat by Madeline Windsor. And I just really, really like this pattern on the side. So, yay. This pattern has 7 projects on Ravelry, and it was knit out of Sweet Georgia Mohair Silk DK. Ooh, I really like it in white. Look at that. And this one in a light, like a stone color. Really, really like this one. Okay, next hat. Is there another hat? Yes. Ooh, I like this one. This is the Witch. Terrible, horrible to pronounce. But that is the pattern's name, by Yellow Cosmo. And it is a really fun hat with a witch stitch pattern on top of it. I think it's so cute. And there are 2 versions, and I think one is a bit more slouchy. Oh, sorry. Oh no. Yes, there we go. And there are only 6 patterns for this project so far. Ooh, look at this one. It's perfect for I know Halloween has just been, but it would be perfect for Halloween. So yeah, just knit it now and then have it finished for Halloween. I really think this stitch pattern is super cute. The witches. Okay, next up is the Dundee Shawl, and this is a pattern by Yevgenia Dupili. And there are 8 projects for this. Oh, this one looks so nice. I think, would this be a yarn store if they have it set up like this? I don't know. This sample is, oh, it is the made for box says me and shop model, so I'm guessing this is for a yarn store. This one is knit out of Gala Yarns Prime Alpaca Naturals. Oh, hang on. And I really like this one as well. This one is knit out of Hobby Highland Wool, which is Hobby has very, very affordable yarns. It's HOBBII and then Highland Wool in the dusty lavender color. I think it's so pretty. Very, very nice pattern. Okay. Let's go back. We have another shawl. This is the Flutter Net, and it's by Stella Ackroyd. And it's just this really nice shawl with a flowery stitch pattern, or a flowery lace pattern in it. Very, very pretty. The yarn is also a DK. There are only 4 projects on Ravelry so far. Oh, this one's really pretty. Yeah, really, really nice. What else have we got in our bundle? We have some socks. So these are the Heat Lightning socks by Lara Smoot. There are 5 projects currently on Ravelry, and look at these. These are fantastic. Wow, really cool. I really like this stitch pattern in a speckled yarn. Really, really nice. This is a slightly less busy yarn, but it also makes for really, really pretty socks. What is that yarn, by the way? I really like it. Let's check it out. It is Unplanned Peacock Studio Peacock Sock. Interesting. It was purchased at Pittsburgh Knit and Crochet Festival in 2016. So I don't think this is a super available sock yarn, but it is very, very pretty. What about this one? So nice. Really lovely. Okay, next sock in our bundle is the Verva socks by Fiona Alice. 5 projects currently on Ravelry, and I just really, really like this style of sock. I think it's really nice. These flowers at the top kind of reminds me of the sort of upside down version of the Fairy Lights sock by Helen Stewart. Vintage Fairy Light pattern. Really nice. Okay, these are the Velvet Sky socks by Valia Butenko. And I don't know, but these just remind me so much of, yeah, just like lacy socks that children would wear in the 80s. I think they're so nice. I love this flowery pattern. Very pretty. This pattern has 6 projects currently on Ravelry, and yeah. I'm going to start with these mittens. These are the Causation mittens, and the pattern is by Hunter Hammerson. And the interesting thing about these mittens is that the pattern, well, the mittens are reversible. So when you finish them, you have a reversible mitten. You can wear them this style or this style. And this is more, it looks almost like a twisted rib, but it's just normal rib, but inside out, which is really, really interesting. I like that idea. Obviously, you can't knit where probably, would they go on the other hand if they're inside out? I think so. Not 100% sure, but I think that's how that works. Maybe it isn't. I was never good at math. Yeah, so this has 10 projects on Ravelry. Oh, this looks really, really nice. Very pretty. Next up is the Arrow Mittens, which is a pattern by Makiho Negishi. And this is actually a free pattern. So yay for free patterns. And I really like this design. It's very... Ooh, it has 19 projects on Ravelry. What's the word I'm looking for? It's very... like color blocky. Oh, I can't think of the word. Anyway, I love the back of the mittens have these stripes and the front have these arrows going back and forth. Yeah, just really, really nice design. These green ones are also super funky. Love it. I think these would also be a great Christmas gift, to be honest. Really, really like them. These look so fluffy. I wonder what yarn was used for this. Let's check it out. Oh, I can't pronounce that. Siri Tog. Not sure. Oh, Faroese design. Interesting. Really nice yarn. Anyway, yeah. I like what this person has done where all the arrows are blue, but then the ones that are pointing upwards on the left mitten are red, and then a row of arrows that are pointing downwards on the right mitten are red. Interesting choice. I like it. Arrow mittens, and then we have geometrical. Oh, I think that's the word I was looking for just now. Never mind. The arrow mittens looked very geometrical. But this is the geometrical mittens, which is a pattern by Matilda Skor, and it is also a free Ravelry pattern. So yay. The suggested yarn is Sunless Garn Sisu Solids. It has 7 projects on Ravelry, and just look at these. They look so good. I find this design very Christmassy. It reminds me of those little steps with candles that people have in their windowsill. Or is that just a Dutch thing? I don't know. But yeah, look at these. Pink. Such fun. So yeah, those are the patterns in the Hidden Gems #1 bundle, and it's a publicly shared bundle, so you guys can just click on the link and find all of these patterns on Ravelry. Okay, so that was that for this week. I hope you enjoyed that new section, the Hidden Gems of Ravelry. I'm definitely gonna look for more patterns, and I do want to have a combination of free patterns but also paid for patterns. I mean, the problem with Ravelry, I think, is that there are so many patterns that what happens is it feels overwhelming, and so people, stick to the super popular patterns that they see other people knit on Instagram, and I'm totally guilty of doing this as well. As I'm sitting here in my Stephen West mystery knit along that I'm sure like thousands of people have knit, but there are more patterns that are also interesting and also worthy of our attention to be found on Ravelry. So I'm really enjoying this bit, sort of digging through, and because when you're looking for patterns, what you can do on Ravelry is you can set the thing with I think it's hot right now or most popular or stuff like that. But there's also an option where you set it to random. It's a little dice icon, and it just randomly picks patterns from the database. And I am thoroughly enjoying that function right now, because there's just so many great hiding patterns. So anyway, That's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye. If you are considering supporting this YouTube channel, may I point you to my super fun sock pattern on Ravelry, the Odeline socks. Not only do you support this channel and feel super good about yourself, but you will have a fantastic sock pattern in your library.